Hello, Bronco fans and football fans everywhere. Welcome to Broncos Breakdown on the MHRT Network, as well as my own channel, Broncos Breakdown, right there, that symbol, Broncos Breakdown on YouTube. This is a show that is everything Broncos and brought to you with emotion, passion, honesty, and of course, my comments along with yours in the chat. I am your host, Bronco Bill. All right, guys, thank you so very, very much for being here. Really do appreciate it. Hope each and every one of you had a very safe and happy Thanksgiving yesterday, carrying over in today, of course, and probably throughout the weekend, which is what we do. This is what we do. But I do appreciate those of you who are watching, the being in the chat. It means a lot. I know it's a very, very busy time of the year towards the end of the calendar year with all the holidays, with you have, Halloween, then you have Thanksgiving, and then you have Christmas and New Year's and all that. I really do appreciate you guys being here. It means a lot. Before I get into the first topic, you'll notice there are no topics along the side here. This is the second back-to-back, or I should say this is a back-to-back flashback or throwback to the way things used to be when there wasn't any sidebar topics and things like that. Being the holiday season, Madungus Creevy is really inundated with family and holidays and work and all that. So he just said, hey, I didn't have enough time to put it on there. I said, hey, no problem. No problem. No big deal. No big deal. All right. It's going to be a shorter show tonight because of the Thanksgiving holiday. I know you guys are out there out and about and busy. I just kind of condensed it down. And then next week, next week I'm going to have Spence, who is in the chat an awful lot, which I love. So I'm going to have Spence on the show. We're gonna go over the first 13 games of the season that the Broncos have done, and then we're going to recap the last four, and or not recap, but project the last four, see what we think. So I hope you guys tune in for that next Friday. The Broncos don't play this Sunday. They play Monday night against the Cleveland Browns. I'll get into that topic as well. So let's start off with a recap of the Broncos-Raiders game last Sunday. Now, the Broncos didn't start out on a very, positive, hot note per se. They trailed early in that game, 10-0. And then I thought to myself, holy smokes, we're going to lose this game. We're going to lose this game. And then an interception in the third quarter changed things around. Denver got the ball on a short field. Bo Nix, drives the Broncos down. They score. They take the lead. The final score of that game was 29, Denver 29, Raiders 19. Yes, it seemed like a Bronco pretty much runaway. It wasn't that way. Not until the second half, late in the second half, mid to late third quarter when they had the interception. And then the Broncos defense just started turning it on and doing what the Bronco defense does best. Bo Nix, he had two more touchdown passes and no turnover, no interceptions. So Bo Nix is, I'm going to get into some stuff with Bo Nix, and this is good stuff. This is good stuff, guys. But I'm telling you, what Bo Nix first started out and where he is now, it's almost like he's been in the league 2 years, and he hasn't. He hasn't even been in a full season, and he's turning things around. It's absolutely uncanny. It really is uncanny for a rookie to do what he's doing. Now, I know we saw this with C.J. Stroud with Houston, but I'm not quite sure it's the same type of stats. I could be wrong. I'm not a Houston fan, so I don't follow what their team does. But I'm telling you, what Bo Nix is doing is crazy, crazy, crazy good. All right, let's get to the chat real quick before I continue on. G Money 88 batting leadoff says, "What's up, Bronco Bill? Happy late Thanksgiving." It's all good, man. Hope your Thanksgiving was good as well. God bless you and your family. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. Broncos finally have a quarterback. Yeah, finally. I'm still cautiously optimistic. I'm really optimistic, but I'm cautiously optimistic because I don't want this to be a mirage. I don't want to wake up on Tuesday after the Monday night game and we lose to the Browns like, I don't know, 45-20 or something. I don't want this to end. I don't. But I'm cautiously optimistic. But you're right. We do have our quarterback, and he's a quarterback of the future, and it's all good, man. It's all good. G Money continues by saying it's an early Christmas miracle. Let's go. But absolutely. I totally agree with you, G Money. Totally. I didn't expect this. I really didn't expect it. If you guys go back to watch the first Broncos breakdown when we drafted Bo Nix, I wasn't all in. I wasn't. Why? Because we have drafted other quarterbacks and they haven't panned out. Oh, they were labeled as the next franchise quarterback, but that never materialized. Brock Osweiler didn't take over after Peyton Manning. Drew Lock. Well, did you guys watch Drew Lock yesterday with the Giants? Come on, man. Drew Lock wasn't the answer. So I was nervous, cautiously optimistic and nervous. And I'm just, it's just something that I'm taking with a grain of salt. I'm loving what's happening. Don't get me wrong. I'm loving what's happening. But I'm also very cautious. Very, very cautious. I'm excited, but I'm cautious. All right. Batting second, my nephew, Robert Marino. I call him Bobby. Bobby says, Bronco Bill, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much there, Bobby. Hope you had a lovely time with your loved ones. I did. We did. He says, go Broncos and Vikings. Now, for those of you who don't know, Robert Marino is a huge Vikings fan. I am as well, as my second favorite team. But my first favorite team in the NFC. So if the Broncos can't get to the Super Bowl, I want the Vikings. And if the Broncos and Vikings play each other, I cheer for the Broncos. Bobby cheers for the Vikings. Of course, that's what you do. My dream Super Bowl, and I've said this many times, and he knows this, and I know you're listening, Bobby. My dream Super Bowl should have happened in Super Bowl 33. It should have happened. And I'm sorry to bring up that horrible memory, Robert, but it's true. That would have been my dream Super Bowl. Why? Here's why. Denver won Super Bowl 32. Had the Broncos and Vikings played in Super Bowl 33 instead of the Broncos and Falcons, I wouldn't have cared who won. Sure, I would have been cheering for Denver, no doubt about it. Absolutely no doubt about it. But if the Vikings would have won that game, and they had a fantastic season that year, they were 15-1, if I remember. Correct me if I'm wrong, Robert, but I believe they were 15-1. And they had Randy Moss, and they had a plethora of weapons. If the Vikings would have won that game, Super Bowl 33, I would have not been disappointed. I would not be disappointed. Yeah, I would have been, like, oh, shoot, Denver didn't go back-to-back. But, hey, Minnesota won. It was a win-win situation for me. And they missed the field goal. And the rest is history. But that would have been my dream Super Bowl. Absolutely would have been my dream Super Bowl. Didn't happen. I can only hope it happens down the future, or that Minnesota gets to the Super Bowl this year, somehow takes out Detroit in the playoffs. Detroit's a tough team. Whew. Golly, they look good. They looked good yesterday. They really did look good. They looked scary good. That run team that they got, wow. I don't know who can take them out. Maybe Minnesota in the playoffs. I don't know. I don't have maybe Philadelphia. I don't know. That is one scary team. One freaking scary team. All right. Robert Moreno follows up by says, "What does Bo Nix need to do for you to go out and buy his jersey?" Wow. I don't think Bo Nix really needs to do anything. Maybe just get the Broncos to the playoffs this year. If not the playoffs, just a winning season, something we haven't had since Peyton Manning was the quarterback, and I think that was in 1845, something like that. It just seems like forever. I don't think Bo Nix really needs to do anything other than that. That's what. Yeah, I mean, if he wins Rookie of the Year, that'd be fantastic. But that's not going to make me go out and get his jersey. I will tell you this, though. I absolutely love the blue jerseys. With that, I'm starting to come around with these stripes. I'm starting to come around with this color scheme and the way it's working. I'm really liking it. I really, really like it. And I know you guys hold me accountable. Hold me accountable because I know I said there's no freaking way I'm going to like these uniforms. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love them. Absolutely. I'm starting to love them. I even like the pants design where you got the little bit of orange on the blue pants and the long white stripe. Or in the white pants, you got a little bit of orange with the long blue stripe. I think it's a great idea. I love it. I love it. And I know, guys, I know. It takes a while. I was born in July. And I was on the very end of July, the very first part of August. Or no, well, the whole Cancer Leo thing. Okay, so you got a crab and then you got a little kid. That's what I'm in. That's what I am. It takes me a while to come around like a crab. You're going to kick sand in my face. You're going to make changes and do these different things. I'm not too hip on wanting to make changes unless I make changes. I don't like changes that just spring up on me. Kind of like a crab doesn't like sand kicked in his face and starts snipping back. But then again, I'm a playful kitten. I'm a Leo, part Cancer, part Leo. So I'm a Keo. So I'd love to have a good time. I love to enjoy life. I love to laugh. I love to, things don't really ruffle my feathers too much unless it's thrown in my face. But anyways, that being said, that's why I didn't like the change because I didn't make the change. I didn't have a say in it. And I liked the uniforms and the jerseys that the Broncos had before. But now these ones are starting to wear on me and they're starting to work on me. And I'm really starting to like them. I really am. I'm even excited to see this Monday night. And I'll get into that too, but I'll kind of preface it real quick. The Broncos are going to be wearing their snow-capped white helmets. I think those look sharp. I really do think those are sharp. Why? Because they got the orange mane that stands out on this white helmet. It's just brilliant. Brilliant. Sorry, hit the microphone. Brilliant design. Oh, by the way, if you guys are wondering why I'm wearing the Avalanche hat, it's because the Avalanche played tonight. They're supposed to play at 6 o'clock Pacific time. I'm watching I'm not watching, but it's on. It's the end of the second period. Boston and Pittsburgh are tied 1-1. Probably won't start at 7 because it's the way it goes. Probably won't start at 7. But anyways, I hope that answered your question there, Bobby, about getting a Bo Nix jersey. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get one. I'm definitely going to get one. And that'll mean that I'll have 3 quarterback jerseys. I have a John Elway. I have 2 of them, actually, an old school one and a newer one. I have a John Elway one. I have a Peyton Manning one. And pretty soon, I'm going to have me a Bo Nix one. Yep, 7, 18, and 10. Perfect. All right. Rudy Torres, my brother-in-law from Vegas, says, "Hi there, guys. Happy Thanksgiving." Late. It's all good, man. It's all good. Hey, I didn't do my show yesterday. So you couldn't have said Happy Thanksgiving yesterday because there wasn't a show from me yesterday. So it's all good, man. It's all good. G Money 88 says Chiefs keep winning last. Okay. Can you believe that the Chiefs are this fortunate, this lucky to have things go their way in the last minute of 2 games this year? Both games from a team in the AFC West. Denver Broncos had a chance to win the game against the Chiefs 3 weeks ago. And the left side of the line just collapsed, and the Chiefs just barreled through and blocked the field goal. A sure field goal the Broncos would have made and won the game. Today, the Raiders are in field goal range. All they have to do is basically, spike the ball or just run the ball and then spike it. They had 17 seconds left. Easy, or 11 seconds left. Easy field goal to make. And the center snaps the ball when the quarterback is looking this way. Doesn't even see it. Hits the quarterback in the chest, falls down the ground, ball kind of skips around a little bit, recovered by the Chiefs. I don't make this stuff up, guys. I don't make this stuff up. If I did, nobody would believe it. And the Chiefs won 19-17 over the Raiders. Go figure. I don't know how these things happen. I really don't. That is crazy, G Money 88. Crazy. He continues and says, all I can say is they definitely don't want to see us first round. I have the Broncos in the AFC Championship game this year. Oh, okay. G Money 88. Who do you have them in the AFC Championship game against? Who do you have them against? If the Chiefs are the number 1 seed and they have a bye, obviously if they're number 1, and Denver's number 7 in the second round, guess who the Broncos see? That's right, the Kansas City Chiefs. Why? 1 plays 7, 2 plays 6, 3 plays 5, 4 plays 3. Just saying. And how wonderful that would be to beat them in Arrowhead when we should have beaten them in the regular season, but to beat them in the playoffs. Yeah, that would be fantastic. That would be fantastic. No, I don't want to see the Chargers in the AFC Championship. No. No. G Money, come on. You're making me sick, dude. No, I don't want to see him there because I will throw up if we lose that game. No. I know you got your opinion, and that's all well and good. I just don't want to see that. That's all I'm saying. All right. Let's go to the next topic. And obviously, I don't need to go back to a list because there is none. Bo Nix is making a strong push and a strong, what's the word I'm looking for? He's making a strong push and a strong candidate for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Listen to this. Bo Nix started his rookie season on a rookie rocky road. In his first 4 games, he had 1 touchdown throw pass, 4 interceptions, and a 2-2 record. In his last 8 games, he has 16 touchdowns, average of 2 a game, which he's doing, 16 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and a 5-3 record. If he finishes the last 5 games with the pace of the last 8 games he's played, he should be considered to be the AFC Offensive Rookie of the Year. No doubt about it. And I've got something else on the heels of that to bring you about where Bo Nix stands in the history of the NFL. Not just Broncos history as breaking all of these Broncos quarterback records. No, NFL elite. And when I'm talking elite, I'm talking elite. Way up here. Guys that are guys that are definitely going to be in the Hall of Fame. No doubt about it. And Bo Nix is among those quarterbacks. I didn't say among those quarterbacks in a negative way. I said among those quarterbacks on an elite destination of Hall of Fame. Am I putting Bo Nix in the Hall of Fame now? No. Don't get me wrong. Don't put words in my mouth. Don't quote me and say that Bo Nix, after the first 12 games of the season, is Hall of Fame material. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is he's in the company of those who will be in the Hall of Fame. That's all I'm saying. Don't read into it. Just listen. Just listen to this. This is extremely impressive. Extremely impressive. Here it is. Bo Nix is in elite company. This is good stuff, guys. This is good stuff. In 12 games this year, Bo Nix has already put himself in this elite company. Listen to this. Bo Nix accomplished something only 4 other quarterbacks have in the NFL. Nix joined Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Tom Brady, and Patrick Mahomes as the only quarterbacks with 20-plus total touchdowns and 2 or fewer turnovers in a 10-game span within a season. Hold on. I know that I said earlier that Bo Nix first 4 games, he threw 4 interceptions. Okay? Remember, they've played 13 games. They played 13 games, okay? Apparently, he did not throw any interceptions in that 4th game because the Broncos have played 10 more. They played a total of 12 games. Yeah, 7-5, 12 games. So apparently he did not throw any interceptions in the last 2 games of the first 4. Then the 8 games he played, no interceptions or just 2 interceptions. So that's why it's okay. That's why it's legit for me to say, and I repeat, Bo Nix accomplished something only 4 of the quarterbacks have in the NFL. Nix joined Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Tom Brady, and Patrick Mahomes as the only quarterbacks with 20-plus touchdown TDs and 2 or fewer turnovers in a 10-game span within the season. Not saying the first 10 or the middle 10. They're just saying in any 10-game span, only 5 players have accomplished it, and now Drew Lock, and Bo Nix is that 5th quarterback. Listen to these names: Aaron Rodgers, Hall of Fame, probably. Drew Brees, no doubt. Tom Brady, of course, first ballot. Patrick Mahomes, when he's finished, absolutely. And Bo Nix is in that company. In that company. That's remarkable. That's remarkable what he has done in 12 games. Can you guys wrap your head around this? I can't, because I didn't expect this. I wanted it. I hoped for it. I didn't expect it because we've never had a quarterback like this who was drafted. John Elway, remember, guys, John Elway was not drafted by the Broncos. He did come over on the trade from the Colts, but he was not drafted by the Broncos. The Broncos have never drafted a franchise quarterback who turned out to be their franchise quarterback. Denver's never done that. None whatsoever. But we got a guy in Bo Nix in 12 games that's in that circle. Wow. Did I expect it? Like I said, no, I did not. I never saw that coming. And the main reason why I never saw it coming was because we had drafted other quarterbacks that never materialized. And I know everybody kept telling me, hey, Bill, Bronco, Bill, come on, man. Guys, the guy is the best college quarterback right now coming out of the draft. He's the most NFL ready, blah, blah, blah. Fine. Okay, he's the most this, he's the most that, whatever. I've heard that before. I wasn't gonna bite. I wasn't gonna, put on the orange glasses and drink the, the Kool-Aid. I wasn't gonna do it. Am I coming around? Yeah, I'm coming around. I'm totally coming around. And man, I'm excited. Oh, sorry. My wife has a wash machine going. I was like, what's that water running? I'm cautiously optimistic, like I said before. I'm excited, but I'm cautiously optimistic. I have a lot of expectations, but I'm trying to keep them in check. Just trying to keep them in check. All right. Rashawn, nice to see you in the chat, my friend. What's going on? Happy Thanksgiving to you. I hope you and your family had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and it's continuing today and into the weekend. Thank you so much for being here. Says, hi, buddy. Hope you're having a great night. I am, man. And see, it got even better because guys and people like you are taking the time out to watch this crazy 66-year-old guy talk about sports and just really enjoy your guys' company. Thank you so very, very much. Really do appreciate it. Rashawn follows up by saying, headed to the game Monday night, feeling confident, a little worried after I've seen injury report. Ooh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't like the injury report at all either. Little nervous, yeah, little nervous. But heading to the game, great, man. Enjoy yourself. Here's the weird thing. The Broncos are going to be wearing their blue alternate jersey, which I think looks fantastic. But they're going to be wearing the blue alternate jersey. And the Cleveland Browns have orange as their color, not brown, orange. Do the Bronco fans show up to the game wearing orange when the Broncos are wearing blue? Or do the Bronco fans wear blue to the game? That's interesting. I'm just curious. I'm assuming most of them will wear orange because it's the Broncos. But the Browns wear orange. I don't want the Browns to have any type of motivation and look up and go, hey, look at all that orange up there. It's for us, man. It ain't for Denver. Denver's wearing blue. It's for us, guys. It's for us. They could use that as motivation. And that's what scares me. I don't want that. I don't want the Browns to have any motivation. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. So, guys, show up in blue. Please show up in blue. Not orange, because the Browns wear orange. I don't want that. Rashawn, have a fantastic time there Monday night, man. Rashawn says, biggest fear as a Bronco fan right now is Ravens winning division and us passing the Chargers to play the Ravens in the first round. That's the only team I don't want to play in the AFC. I would, yeah. We did not play well against the Ravens. That's for sure. But maybe the Broncos learned something from that game. Maybe Sean Payton dialed something away back here or on his little clipboard or whatever and dialed something up as to how to beat the Ravens. Now, I'm not saying that I want to play the Ravens. Don't get me wrong. That's not what I'm saying. But, I mean, pick your poison. Would you rather play the Chiefs in Kansas City, a 1 versus 7? Would you want to play Baltimore? I mean, we could have beaten the Chiefs, and we should have beaten the Chiefs, and we really didn't have a chance to get the Ravens. So, I don't know. Pick your poison. I just know that when you get to the playoffs, anything can happen. One team can overlook another team, be a trap game, so to speak. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think I'm with you, though. I don't think I want to play the Ravens anytime soon. Not with that Lamar Jackson. That guy's crazy. Crazy fast, crazy good, man. Let's see. Rashawn says, I'm taking the Chiefs and Bills over Ravens. Okay. I go there with that. And then he follows up by saying, way too many mismatches with speed on that Ravens team. Yeah, absolutely. I would definitely agree with you. That Henry with Lamar Jackson backfield, no, that's not a good combination for Denver to try and slow down. Not at all. Jacob Meese, I hope I'm saying your last name correctly, Jacob. He says, I want to play the Chiefs. I will agree with that. I'll take the Chiefs. Reason why? Because of what we did when we played them earlier in the year. We had a chance to beat them. It was our left side that just collapsed. So, yeah, I would far rather play the Chiefs than the Ravens any given Sunday, any given Saturday, any given Thursday or Monday. I don't care. I'd rather play them than the Ravens. Hopefully somebody can take the Ravens out and we don't have to worry about them. Don't have to think about it. Yeah, that's just what I was mentioning there, Rashawn. He says the good thing is 5 teams can take the Ravens out before they face us for sure. Yeah, I agree. And that's what I was just saying. Hopefully somebody takes them out before we would have to face them. Because if you're a number 7 seed, which the Broncos are right now, you're not having a home game. You're just not having a home game, period. But you know what? Denver's done it before. And they had to go through Kansas City when they did this. And this is back in Super Bowl 33, I believe they're going to. Or was it 32? One of those. They had to play the Dolphins, or was it the Jets? The Dolphins or the Jets, Steelers, and Chiefs. And they're all on the road. And Denver won it. Went to the Super Bowl, won the Super Bowl. So it can be done. But that was in the 90s. This is 2024. Totally different NFL. Totally different speed of players. Totally different game. Period. All right. Let's see. Let's go to the next topic. I got 2 more left, guys. Like I mentioned at the beginning, it's not going to be a long show. I know it's Thanksgiving weekend. You guys got family, friends, and just relaxing from Thanksgiving yesterday. And we got the Avalanche coming on, hopefully at 6:00 tonight. It doesn't look like it. It's already 5:30 and the game's tied 1-1 and there's still 19 minutes left. It's not going to go off at 6:00. But anyways, Avalanche tonight. You got Avalanche tomorrow. You've got football on Sunday, and then they got the Broncos in primetime against the Cleveland Browns on Monday night. So I'm just going to go through these last 3 topics. Really do appreciate you guys being in the chat, as always, being part of the show. You guys are the best. You're the backbone. I've said this many times, and I can't emphasize it enough, guys. You guys are. You're amazing. Each and every week, you're amazing. Thanks so much for showing up. My nephew Bobby says, I believe the Broncos can beat anybody right now. Wow. Well, you know what? So far, so good. Bobby. I mean, they've won the last 2. We faced the Browns on Monday night, prime time. And then the Broncos have a bye. And then we go into the 4-game home stretch. So, and then we got the Colts, the Chargers. Hang on. Let me get it right, guys. I don't want to mess up. So the last so we got the Browns, and then we got the Colts, Chargers, Bengals, and Chiefs, the last 4. The Colts are at home. Broncos have the Colts at home. Then they got back-to-back road games against the Chargers and Bengals. Bengals going to be cold. That's going to be in Cincinnati. It's going to be a cold weather game. And then we come home to play the Chiefs. Now, that game could be pivotal. It could mean the Chiefs get home field advantage throughout, or the Bills get home field advantage throughout, or Houston or whomever. Or if the Chiefs somehow can lose, I don't know, 3 or 4 games or something like that, which I doubt, and the Broncos win their games, we could win a division. All right. That was a dream. I'm sorry about that. That was a dream. That's probably not going to be true. But it's wishful thinking. And I would love to see that. But either way, as of right now, I really do think the Broncos right now we're at 7-5. I think we can go 10 wins. Not what I said, my prediction, but I would happily be wrong if we win 10 games, because I said we go 9-8. Okay, we could lose to the Chiefs. We could lose to the Chargers. We could lose to the Bengals in cold weather. And heaven forbid we could lose to the Colts and the Browns. Just saying. I don't know, guys. I don't know. That's why they play the games, because we don't know. We don't know. Rashawn said the Chiefs should have lost today. The refs saved the day again. Well, it was a bad snap. It was a bad snap. But I thought that when you had illegal procedure or what's that called? Not illegal procedure. Illegal motion or whatever it is, that the play was dead. But apparently it wasn't dead because they let the play stand and the Chiefs recovered the fumble because the ball was snapped well before the quarterback wanted it to be snapped. And then the Chiefs recovered, and 11 seconds later, game over. Freaky. Just freakness how the Chiefs constantly get these late last-minute breaks like they did against the Broncos when they blocked the freaking field goal. Ouch. Man, just smashed my finger. I have no understanding as how that happens. How does that happen? I don't know. I don't get it. I absolutely don't get it. All right. Here's the third to the last topic. Here it is. Notable Broncos snubbed for the Hall of Fame. The Denver Broncos have once again fallen out of favor for the Hall of Fame. No Denver player has been considered for the class of 2025. Really? Listen to these names. Most notable is Rod Smith. Should be there. Should have been there a long time ago. Most notable, Rod Smith and Neil Smith. Now, Neil Smith came over, speaking of the Chiefs, Neil Smith came over from the Chiefs to the Broncos in 1996 to be part of a Broncos team that was on the verge of not only going to the Super Bowl, but winning it for the first time. And they did. They beat the Green Bay Packers. Neil Smith's on that team. Rod Smith's on that team. Oh, who else was on that team? Let me tell you. Both of these players, meaning Rod Smith and Neil Smith, are worthy of the Hall of Fame. Both have back-to-back Super Bowl championships. Also, center Tom Nalen and corner Aqib Talib. Both players on back-to-back Super Bowl championships. Why are they not in the Hall of Fame? Why is Rod Smith not in the Hall of Fame? Why isn't Neil Smith in the Hall of Fame? Or Tom Nalen? Or Aqib Talib? Why? Why not more Orange Crush players, former players in the Hall of Fame? Why? I don't know. It bothers me, though, that the Hall of Fame snubs the Broncos players like this. Let me continue. Also, when is the Hall of Fame committee going to recognize more Bronco players? I don't know. I don't know if they ever will. Why do they have such a grudge against Bronco players? Do they not like the Broncos? The city of Denver? Well, they're a mile high, so it's easier for them to play there, and other teams come in and they don't have the advantage. They're from Seattle. Who cares? Who freaking cares? They were granted a franchise in 1960. They deserve to have a franchise in Denver. I mean, that just get the team to arrive there on a Friday and play for, on a Friday and for a game on Sunday. Let them get acclimated. Well, you can't really get acclimated in 2-day bull crap. Yes, you can. You can get out. I was back there for a week. My wife and I and some friends were back in Colorado for a week in 2017. I was acclimated the very first day I got there. I mean, granted, I'm not playing on a football field and running around and everything, but hey, I'm also not in my 20s. I was in my, 27, that was 7 years ago. I was 59 years old. I was acclimated. Have to drink a lot more water, of course, because the thinner air kind of draws out your water. You got to drink more water. That's all well and good. Stay hydrated. I didn't have any problem. I think these guys just use excuse after excuse after excuse, man. Oh, well, we're at altitude. We didn't play that well. Okay. All right. Use whatever excuse in the book you want, man. Doesn't matter. Rashawn says, have you been to the Hall of Fame? I have not. I have not. I would love to go. He follows up by saying, I went with my dad a couple weeks before I left for the Army. That was a good trip. Rashawn, everything else you said in that comment, I'm pointing one thing out. You said before you left for the Army. Thank you so very much for your service. Thank you for your patronage to this country. My hat goes off to you. Really do appreciate it. My dad was in the Army in World War II, and his main duty was liberating the concentration camps in Germany. Didn't tell me which ones. Didn't want me to know, but I have a really strong feeling it might have been Auschwitz. I don't know. I can't be 100% sure, but for some of the things that he was saying, I have a feeling that may have been it. But anyways, so much respect for you and each and every one of those out there that are veterans, that are still in the service, whatever. Thank you so much for your service to this country. I really, really do appreciate it. I bet it was a great trip, man, for you to go to the Hall of Fame. Did you really grasp it? Did you take it all in and did it? What was it more than what you thought, or was it maybe less than what you thought? Just wonder what you thought of it. Willie Snyder, what's up, my friend? How you doing, buddy? He says, yo, what's up, Bill? My brother was selected to hold the flag on the field on Monday. I expect to go. Oh, that'd be great. That is so cool, man. That is so cool. I hope you can get pictures, or somebody gets pictures, or whatever. That it'll just be something of a great memory, a great treasure. I think that's really cool, man. Really, really cool, Willie. That your brother gets to do that. That's sweet, man. That's totally cool. All right, next to the last topic, and here it is. Greg Dulcich was released, the tight end that the Broncos drafted in 2022 from UCLA, tight end Greg Dulcich has been cut. Do you think he stayed out of football for any length of time? Nope. Here it is. When the Denver Broncos cut Greg Dulcich this past week, it didn't take him long to find a new home. That home is the New York Giants. Not an ideal place for him to be, but perhaps a fresh start will do him well. Giants are going nowhere. Giants haven't gone anywhere for years. And they're not going anywhere anytime soon. Does Greg Dulcich care? I don't know. I'm not him. But if I want to chase a Super Bowl ring, the New York Giants is not the place I want to go. Did Greg Dulcich have a choice? No. He was cut, and the Giants were the first in line for like the lottery or whatever they call it. And they had the first choice to pick up any free agent or anybody cut. And they did. They snatched up Greg Dulcich. Is he going to be any better in New York? Well, Drew Lock's there. How about that? You got former Bronco quarterback Drew Lock as the Giants quarterback and former Broncos tight end Greg Dulcich as the Giants tight end. Well, if you guys watched Drew Lock the other day, he's still the same old Drew Lock, still making stupid decisions, still making horrible throws, still throwing interceptions. And the Giants are still losing. Wow. Sorry, Greg, but you didn't pan out in Denver, my friend. The injuries and all of that, you just couldn't stay on the field. Hopefully, for his sake, it works out for him in New York. New York's a tough place, man. New York Giants, New York Jazz. And I mean, the city of New York just doesn't support losers. So we'll see what happens. Anyways, that's all good. All right. Rashawn says, I think it lived up to the hype. You don't hear too much about it. 100% worth the trip. The induction would be awesome to go to. Yes, it would. It really would. Talking about the Hall of Fame, that really would be cool, man. Let's see. Willie Snyder says, "Oh yeah, I will find a way to send the MHRT network my picks." Well, there you go. Good. That's cool, Willie. It'd be so great, man, to put that up on the MHRT neighborhood. That would be so sweet, dude. That would be so sweet. Yeah, please do that. Please do it. We'd love to see it. Love to see it. Rashawn says a tight end pick that still kills me to this day is Jake Butt. We selected him number one pick before George Kittle. Oh, yeah, I know, Jake, but that was a bust. That was, speaking of butt, that was a bust, big time bust. All right, I'm looking over at the hockey game to see if Avalanche are going to come on at 6, which I doubt. It's 15 minutes away. There is a goal. There is a goal by Pittsburgh. It's now 2-1 Pittsburgh Penguins with 12 and a half minutes to go. So maybe it will start at 6, a little after, something like that. All right. Let's see. Wow, Willie Snyder said Drew Lock put up 18 fantasy points. Wow. Okay. All right. I mean, he's not horrible, but he's not Bo Nix. That's for sure. And I will take Bo Nix over anybody right now. Even Patrick Mahomes. I'll take Bo Nix over Patrick Mahomes. Why? Well, Bo Nix is a rookie, and he's got all these years to live up to what he's already doing. And Patrick Mahomes, as good as he is and whatnot, Bo Nix is just like blowing the doors off of like rookie records. It's really crazy. It really, really is crazy. Rashawn says another pick that makes me so sad, Jerry Jeudy instead of C.D. Lamb and Justin Jefferson. My gosh, dude. If we had Justin Jefferson, whoo, mercy. If we had Justin Jefferson and the Vikings had Jerry Jeudy, oh, man. Would it be totally flipped? No doubt about it. That Justin Jefferson is amazing. Bobby, what do you mean Drew Lock mania? Come on, man. No. We're not doing a Drew Lock thing here, man. We're not doing a Drew Lock thing. No chance. All right, guys. Last topic of the show. Thank each and every one of you for taking the time out. 48 minutes into the show. I didn't think it'd be this long, but you guys are fantastic in the chat. You bring out great points, great topics. I like to interact with you guys. You're fantastic. Thank each and every one of you so much for being on the show, a part of the show. Guys, please do me a favor. Hit the thumbs up, the like button on the MHRT network, as well as Broncos Breakdown on YouTube. This symbol right here. Thank you so much, guys. Really do appreciate it. Means the world. It takes a microsecond to click. Thumbs up, click, subscribe. It means a lot. It shows so many different people how much you like the show and you appreciate the show. Really do appreciate it. All right, Willie, before I get into the last topic, Willie Snyder said, did you hear that Bo Nix was listed as a questionable start from Monday with a back injury? Didn't hear if he practiced today. I did hear that. I didn't want to bring it up because I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to talk about it. I really don't. This is a very important game. I don't know how he got the back injury. I don't know if it happened in last game against the Raiders. I don't know. I did know he got up in that game kind of gingerly, but I really do think he's going to do whatever he can to play in the game. Whatever that is, however it is, get a shot at whatever. I really think he's going to do whatever he can to play. I just don't want him to play slightly injured and get more injured because we need him for these last 5 games. We need, or counting Monday, we need him for these last 5 games. Browns, Colts, Chargers, Bengals, Chiefs. Chiefs, Chargers right here. So we got Browns, AFC, Colts, AFC, Chargers, AFC, Bengals, AFC, Chiefs, AFC. That's all potential tiebreaker games. We have to win those games. And if we don't have Bo Nix, our chance of winning those games is cut in half, or maybe cut in 2/3. That's how important it is for him to be on the field. But I don't want him to get more injured. So now if we do make the playoffs, we don't have it. Or maybe we don't even make the playoffs. I don't know. So that may change my prediction for Monday night. If we don't have Bo Nix, I don't think my prediction is going to stand. I really don't. But I'm going on the premise that Bo Nix is going to play. So here we go. Last topic, guys. Here it is. Monday Night Football at Denver. The Broncos will be wearing their alternate blue jersey. Don't know what color pants. I don't know if it's going to be orange or white or blue. Sure to heck hope it's not orange. That's going to look ugly. White, that's okay. I would prefer the all blues. That will look so sharp. And they're going to wear their snow-capped white helmets, which is sweet because it's got on the side, it's got the orange mane, and that totally stands out. Looks so cool. Love it. That being said, the Broncos are at home. It's a Monday night game. And the Broncos need to win this game. Before I continue, Rashawn brought up a good point. Said if Bo Nix is to miss any game, this would be the best one to mix. I would agree because we got the Colts are going to be tough. We got the Chargers, the Bengals on the road, and the Chiefs at home. Okay? Chargers and Bengals on the road. Colts at home. Browns at home. Colts at home. Chiefs at home. Chargers, Bengals on the road. I would have to agree with that. I'd have to agree that if he's going to miss a game, miss the one against the Browns. However, I don't want him to miss one, period. I don't want him not in the game. But I also don't want him in the game if it means he could endure a more serious injury. If they know he has a back injury, they're going to be coming and gunning. And I don't want him to take a roughing the passer, which Cleveland could care less if they knock out Bo Nix. That's what I don't want. That's what I don't want. That's what I fear the most. All right. Let's see. Dreamweaver 1014 says Travis Hunter for Heisman. Whew. Okay. All right. I can see that. I can totally see that. Going back to the last topic, Monday night game against the Browns. Like I said, the Broncos are wearing their blue alternate jerseys, the one and only time this year. I don't know what pants. I'm hoping it's going to be the all blues. I don't know for sure. But if Bo Nix plays this game, I have the Broncos beating the Browns. If Bo Nix does not play this game, I'm going to have to flip that. I'm going to have to flip it. And it's not even going to be that close of a score by flipping. If Bo Nix plays, I have the Broncos beating the Browns 26-21. Why is it close? Because it's Cleveland. I mean, Cleveland is not that bad of a team. Hold on, guys. I don't know who that is. That's weird. Okay. I don't see the Cleveland Browns being that bad of a team. Well, I mean, the record's 3-8, but they beat the Ravens, so they can beat anybody. So, you know what I'm saying? Or what's that, Pittsburgh? They beat Pittsburgh. So they can beat teams. They're not a team that can't win any games. Is this a trap game for Denver, knowing they're going on a bye after this game? Possibly. And if Bo Nix isn't there, it's even more of a possibility that the Broncos are caught in a trap game. Will Jarrett Stidham, will he be the quarterback? Would it be Zach Wilson? I doubt it'd be Zach Wilson. More like Jared Stidham. But Jared Stidham is no Bo Nix. So if the Broncos don't have Bo Nix at quarterback, I see the Cleveland Browns beating Denver 31-14. Why? Because the Broncos defense is going to be on the field for 90% of the time. They're going to be dead tired. But if Bo Nix plays, I say Denver wins 26-21. Because Cleveland's not that bad. It's going to make it a tight game unless Bo Nix is not playing. So those are my two predictions. If Bo Nix plays, Denver wins. If Bo Nix doesn't play, Denver loses. That's how I see it. That's exactly how I see it. Let's see. Willie Snyder says, I expect Bo Nix to play. I think it was a lower back injury, and they had a heat pad on it in the game. They limited him in practice, so he would be good to go in the latest information. Okay, great. I hope you're correct. I absolutely hope you're correct. Rashawn Fulton says, I think Stidham still pulls out a win against Cleveland. Would just be a lot less exciting to watch. True. But let's just hope it's not Stidham. Let's hope it's Bo Nix. Let's hope it's Bo Nix because of the fact it gives the Broncos that much greater of a chance to win the game. Absolutely. No two ways about it. No two ways about it. But if Stidham's ready to go and there's a game plan in for Stidham as well as Bo Nix, let's just hope that everything works out, man. Let's just hope everything works out. All right, guys, before I wrap this thing up, thank you so much again, guys, for being on the show, part of the show, in the chat. Whether you're in the chat or you're not, you're still part of the show. You're still watching. You're still supporting. Really do appreciate it. 57 minutes and change into the show. You guys are the best on a Friday night before a long weekend because of Thanksgiving yesterday. Once again, hope each and every one of you had a fantastic Thanksgiving. That you guys continue that tonight into the weekend. Remember, guys, there is no Bronco game this Sunday. So enjoy football, whatever you want to watch, whatever you're doing Sunday. Broncos play Monday night primetime at home against the Cleveland Browns. There will be a Broncos neighborhood. Madungas Creevy and myself will be doing that game on Monday night. So look forward to that, guys. Until next Friday, Broncos Breakdown 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'm going to have a special guest. He's a member of the chat. He's in the chat all the time. Just wasn't in there tonight, but he's in the chat 95% of the time. It is going to be Spence. And if you guys know him, he's the one where he comes in and says, hit the thumbs up, like button, share, all of that. Spence, or was that somebody else? Spence is the one that always comes and says to alcohol. It's going to be a fun show, guys. It's going to be a fun show. Please look forward to that show. It's going to be great. I want everybody to know that if you're willing to be on my show, I'll have you on. I'll bring you on. Just let me know. There's a couple of parameters you work out with and things like that, things you can and can't say, that kind of thing. But anyways, look forward to next Friday, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Going to be great. We're going to break down the first 12 games or 13 games of the season. We'll talk about the last 4 games of the season. Really do appreciate you guys being there. Okay? Love it. Thanks, guys. That's it. That's all I have. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you have not, please do so. It means the world to the network, to my channel, Broncos Breakdown on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for doing that. Thumbs up, like button, and subscribe. Really do appreciate it. Guys, until Monday night, Broncos Neighborhood, have a very fantastic Friday night, wherever you may be, and a great weekend as well. We will see you guys on the Broncos Neighborhood this Monday at home against the Cleveland Browns. Until then, guys, have a very fantastic evening. We will talk to you Monday and Friday. Till then, guys, take care. Bye-bye.
Fast lane when I pass in the street, bag of money in the passenger seat. Simcoe's been asking for me on the road from the west to the east. Way up, I might never come down, cause the coast racking up the flight miles. So high, I might never come down, so what, this is my lifestyle. Wait a minute, work hard for the cause.